How's you going, boys? Welcome to Grampy's Workshop again today. A little project just came up this morning. Coming out around, we noticed I had, I don't know, we live in the woods, live at the camp here. Lots of critters, lots of gardens, lots of vegetable gardens, lots of critters that come in and eat at the vegetable gardens, and they love it, I must say. So we have problems with rabbits. In fact, last night there was a honking big deer right out in the front yard licking its chops at the flower garden that my wife has down there by the lake. She wasn't too impressed, but anyways, we chased the deer away. Hopefully that doesn't come back. We haven't had problems with deers. We're lucky. We've seen a bear in the yard once, but no real damage. He just kind of walked in, looked around, didn't like what he saw and left. So anyhow, here we are. Today's little project is, some time ago I built myself a live trap to catch the rabbits that were eating my wife's gardens. The plants, they'd chew them right off. Man, talk about a whippersnapper. But anyways, we built this trap. This is its third summer. It's been great. It's caught a lot of rabbits. I catch the rabbits in the trap and then I take them away to heck down the road and drop them off at some other spot where there's a nice little clover meadow. And as far as I know, they haven't come back. But I have caught a lot of rabbits, so maybe they are coming back. I don't know. I call them by name, but they don't answer, so I guess they're not the ones that I caught. Anyhow, I got to make a little repair on my live trap today. The trigger mechanism isn't quite working right. It won't latch, and then when we do get it to latch, then it won't trip. So that's no good. We're not catching anything that way. So I'm just going to show you my live trap here this morning. I have it on the bench. I'll show you that. Show you what the problem was and what I've done to repair it. And then I'll give you a little demonstration how the trap works. And in fact, I've got a picture, I think, of a little, last year we caught a little baby bunny. He was, oh geez, just like a little fur ball. Funny, you couldn't get through some of the holes in the screen. But anyway, I put that picture in there just to show you that this live trap does work. And it's great to catch them live and take them away rather than destroy the animal, because they're in the woods like us. In fact, I always say we're in their yard, they're not in our yard. And they're just trying to have fun, make a living, get by day to day, just like the rest of us. So I catch them and move them to a new home. And I haven't caught any yet this year, but maybe that's because my trap is not working the greatest. So after this repair, she'll be top dollar and we'll start harvesting some more rabbits. And hopefully that deer doesn't come back anymore, because can't get him in the trap. And I can't build a fence in the vegetable garden high enough to keep him out. So we have to just hope that he decides there's greener pasture somewhere else. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to take you over and show you my trap. So there's the trap in all its glory. It's nothing special. I have a plywood box here, and the box is about 10 inches by 12 inches maybe, and it's about 2 feet long. Had some chicken wire from around the garden, so I put chicken wire on the sides, but it's got a solid back, and the front door is solid as well. Now what happens here, the problem I was having with this trip mechanism is this piece of wood that holds the trigger right here, if I aim at it right, that piece of wood was getting wore out and it wasn't holding good on this little flat spot on my arm. Okay, sports fans, here we are. There's the trap all set. I'll just take you in close here to the trigger. You can see the trigger inside the trap there. It's got a little paddle on it. So we put food in there, like lettuce or something if we're trying to catch rabbits, in the bottom of the trap, and put a lot of it around that trigger paddle so that the rabbit or whatever has to get in and brush up against the trigger. When he brushes against the trigger, that moves this stick away from that little piece of wood, and when that happens, pop, down comes the door, unbeknownst to the rabbit. He's captive now. So yeah, that's what happens. And I'll just give you a demonstration here. If this is the rabbit, this stick here. Hello, Mr. Rabbit, how are you today? Oh, I'm doing good. Anyways, here he comes. Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, chump chump, munch munch, chump chump. And then he bumps against the paddle. Oh! And down comes the door. And I've got myself a rabbit. And that's just about all there is to it. Easy to build these live traps, and they're humane. That's what I like about them. I did read one time though that You need to take a rabbit about 2.5, maybe 3 kilometers away from where you catch it, or else it will come back. And another guy said, another article I was reading, said he took his rabbit maybe 5 kilometers away, and when he went to release it, the rabbit was dead in the cage, in the trap, because it died of fright and stress. So he's suggesting that maybe we don't take them much further than 2, maybe 2.5 kilometers to release them. So just think about that. It's nice to see the wildlife around. They play havoc on the garden, but catch and release, that's the way to go, I think. Okay, folks, that's a nice little project for today, and hope to see you again. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. That would be always nice. Look good on my resume. See you, folks.